everybody, and welcome back to the Movie Amigos podcast. This is Gila.
I'm Josh.
I'm Juve.
And, it's been a while since we recorded, and we forgot how to do this.
We're good.
Don't judge us, please.
You're good.
Today is more of like a catch-up, I guess. Like I said, we haven't recorded in a while. Also, we're in a different environment. We're in a different room. We're not in our fort anymore.
All right.
So I get to see my fellow amigos not in the darkness. So it's a little awkward now.
Look me in the eyes.
I don't know how I feel talking to them in person.
And it might sound worse.
In the light.
But we're working on it.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
We don't know, but it'll eventually sound nice again. Also, I forgot a bunch of the stuff we use. It's just been a crazy day.
Oh, but I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes you have those days. Sometimes you're the dog, some days you're the hydrant. You know?
I guess. Today I'm the hydrant, I guess. But anyway, so we're just going to catch up. I've been good. How are you guys?
Good. That's good to hear, Gila.
That's good.
I've also been pretty good.
That's
Great.
great.
Been watching a lot of movies.
Ooh.
Because I got a new TV. What's up?
Wow, very
nice.
So
That's what's
I've
up.
been watching a lot more movies.
Okay,
Very happy with it.
Sorry, this is really random, but apparently the new generation doesn't watch TV on televisions. They watch it on like computers. Like I was watching To All the Boys I Loved, the third movie, right? And like they're on a date watching a movie, but they're wearing AirPods and they're watching it on their laptop on like
That's so unromantic.
like on the sofa. And then I was watching another show, which they were hanging out together, like they were on a date and they were watching a movie. Same thing, AirPods.
No,
and
here's the part I
and,
take
like,
issue with.
a laptop. And I'm like, is that like
Are
a
you
new
sure, Josh? Because, I mean...
No, I watch
I'm
a
like-
lot on my laptop.
I'm like, is that a new thing? Like,
but
do people
the
not have
AirPods,
televisions
the
anymore?
AirPods are where I take issue.
Oh, the AirPods. Okay, not the laptop.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's when I realized, I'm like, maybe it's just a generation thing. People don't watch TV.
How do you watch movies?
Either on my television, on my iPad, or my laptop. Wherever
Do you
I'm
ever
able
use
to.
AirPods?
No.
Good.
I watch
Okay.
movies, but in the movie theater
Oh.
with AirPods on.
Okay, that's good.
With AirPods on. Yeah. Anyway, so Hube, how are you?
I'm good. I haven't been watching many movies
Why?
lately.
What's keeping you busy?
Just new things, new developments.
That's good.
I'm married now.
Yay.
So that's been keeping me
Congratulations.
busy, getting everything ready in the house,
That's great.
the wedding, and, other things.
That's so great.
And I've only seen a few movies. I can't really say that. I've seen
No,
a
that's
lot.
good. That's,
And I feel like you've seen more than I have.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
for sure.
You'll say that,
Are you
but
sure?
when we go through,
Because
run the numbers.
on the chat, you've mentioned, I saw this.
I don't remember. I might have. I don't know.
So I'm gonna start with one that Juve and I watched together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you guys watch movies
yes.
together
Honey-
without me.
What is it?
27.
Break Your Back and Dance All the Way. Who knows the name of the movie?
Break your back.
It's
Honey
Honey
4?
into Darkness.
I've seen the first Honey with Jessica
It's
Alba.
Rise Up and Dance.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you're right. You're
That
right.
sounds like a
2018.
Happy Feet movie.
I
And
had.
they're very happy feet in that movie.
That's true. I had the Honey DVD. Well, not me, because it's a girl movie.
Sure.
Right.
My sister had it.
Oh, right.
So we
Your
watched
sister,
it we
your
watched
sister
it like,
named Josh.
yeah. We watched it like every other day, and she loved that movie. She did, not me.
Jessica Alba.
I'm a guy. Yeah, Jessica Alba's in it.
What year is that movie?
2002.
I think so.
2003.
I watched
okay.
it a lot.
Yeah, it was right around that time. Me when I was in my prime, my dancing prime.
Right.
So
That movie brings back memories.
Yeah, for sure.
My family used to be friends with this guy that he like loved movies, but like trailers worked for him. He owned every movie of the trailer that I would see on the movie prior. So I would pick up a movie and then I would watch it and I would see all these trailers. I'm like, that movie looks good. That movie looks good. And he would have it. Because I guess he would just go buy them.
That's cool.
And then he would like, so every movie that you would think that's in the trailers, he owned.
yeah.
I watched so many like 90s rom-coms because of him.
That's cool.
Like that spy movie with like Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, I think is, and they have to go and sneak and to like steal the SATs. I remember that so clearly
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
because he had that movie, and I watched that movie because the trailer looked good when I watched like 10 Things I Hate About You or something.
about. Mm-hmm.
was
I like
just
that one.
interesting. It's such a good movie. Anyway,
I I would growing up I had a lot of pirated DVDs.
Mhm.
So I don't know, in Miami I guess that was more common. But yeah, so it was mostly like I guess PG-13 action that my family and I watched a lot of from the early 2000s. So like and you can tell, like, I'm gonna run through the list and you guys are gonna be like, oh, that explains a lot about Josh. Like iRobot, Spider-Man 3.
your two favorite movies.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, those are the types of movies that, and plus, like, throw on the occasional Honey in there.
And the Honey.
Yeah.
iRobot is terrifying.
I love that movie.
I think of Vicky
it made me read the
constantly.
book. It made me read the book.
You read
too.
the book? I've
Yeah,
been wanting
yeah.
to read the book.
I highly recommend it.
Vicky
Sonny,
terrifies
he's
me.
great. You don't have to be
I
scared
remember
of Sonny.
Sonny.
Yeah, he's your friend.
You just have to
Okay,
give your life
now
up
I
to
have
him.
a story about iRobot and
Okay.
Sonny.
Okay.
So during that time that movie, I own that movie because I bought it. I'm like, it's Will Smith. He's an attractive gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. He's supposed to be famous, so we bought the movie.
Yeah,
We
he was
watched
a
it,
hit maker for
and I was
a minute.
terrified of that movie.
MIB.
And Vicky and Sonny specifically. During that same time, we would have a telemarketer call us daily named Sonny.
Oh wow!
And he would
creepy.
sound
Wow.
very similar to the Sonny in the movie.
That's really creepy.
But we were like, because, back in the day, we didn't have caller ID. We'd have to pick up the phone and be like, hello, hey, did you want, I don't even know what it was, but it got to the point that he would call so much that, like, we kind of knew each other. Like, the family knew him and he knew us, but we've never known him.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
now as I'm telling it, I feel like this is like a crazy fever dream, and it never happened.
And it was actually Sonny.
But I
calling you.
promise you, it was true. And there was this gentleman, his name was Sonny. While we were watching the movie iRobot, Sonny, and like if you ask my family to this day, they'll remember Sonny. But like,
That's
remember
so
Sonny?
funny.
Like, yeah, I remember Sonny.
Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
That's
does his
Sonny?
voice. Yeah, he
Re-
does his
that
voice.
explains it.
He
Yeah.
does so many
Maybe it was
voices.
Alan
Yeah.
Tudyk
Yeah.
who called me at
That's
my house.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
probably
He knew
was.
you were watching it. He was like, "Oh, okay."
She knows. I like him. I think he's funny. And I haven't never really seen him act like himself. I've just seen him like acting crazy things like the chicken and Moana.
Yes. Yes.
There was a movie I saw
signature role.
recently that he was in, where he was acting.
Oh, I wanted to
As
say
himself.
the movie where they get the test scores is The Perfect Score.
There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I remember that movie.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, don't they like not?
Because they're good people,
Yeah,
Josh. They're
yeah,
good
they go
students.
through- They go through all that.
It's
to
about the
not-
thrill.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
But-
so that's all you watch, Josh? Honey 4?
Well, now I'll mention one that I saw with you, which is Fateful Findings.
Yes.
We watched Fateful
We
Findings
watched
together.
that beauty.
I've been on a hot streak lately watching movies, so
That's right.
yeah, that was we saw it on Amazon.
They're finally on Amazon. Renting those movies
It was such a hassle.
is crazy.
Why? What happened?
Well, it's not the most affordable movie.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, we had to split it type thing.
This is for renting?
Yes.
No, actually, I ended up
Wait, you
buying
bought
it.
it?
I ended up buying it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so I own it forever.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Through Amazon.
Yeah, but we were trying to get it through iTunes because it said a different price. So I had to download the Microsoft Store so that I can get iTunes on the Microsoft Store because I have a Windows PC. And then I got iTunes, and then it wasn't even on iTunes in my country. It was mad annoying. But as for the movie, not my favorite Neil Breen movie. I'll
No,
say
it wasn't.
the story. There's just too many coincidences for
Okay.
my liking. There were some good moments,
I didn't
but
hate it.
but yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but yeah, the story actually kind of made me mad at some points. Where it was like, really,
There was just
Really?
one part that bothered him. Just one.
she's been carrying. So spoilers, kind of. It's not really. There's a part where Neil Breen reunites with his childhood love. They fell in love
Yes.
when they were 8.
It was,
And Neil Breen is like, I don't know how old he's supposed to be in the movie, but it's been a long time, a very long time. And the reason he knows that it's her is because the last day that they were together, he wrote, "What a magical day," or something like that in a notebook and gave it to her. So when she's at a party, she reaches for her phone in her front pocket, pulls out her phone, but outside of her pocket slips a journal, and it opens up on the floor to a page that says, "What a magical day," in the same handwriting. And he remembers from when he was 8 that he gave that to his first love the day that they were separated.
That bothered him so much.
That's what bothered you
Extremely.
about a Neil Breen film.
Extremely. That element is what bothered me.
Wow.
It's been like
There's so much.
It's been what? At least 25 years. At least.
That's for him though, not for her.
Time passes differently for
and
two
it
of
doesn't
them.
bother you that he's a supercomputer genius.
No,
that can,
I could buy all that. He sells all that.
He
He
keeps
really
spilling coffee
does.
on his laptop.
But the fact that it's been 25 years and every day she's carrying this in her front
It's because
pocket.
they're both thinking of each other daily. Clearly.
Yeah, yeah,
Even when
and
he
then-
got
carried that with her.
married.
Yeah, the movie language, the movie is telling you is like, oh, they're each other's real love, true love. And then he has a wife.
Yeah.
He's cheating on he's married also. So he's cheating on his wife. They go out and they make love in the woods, and his wife dies of an overdose at home. Bro, that made me so mad. I was so mad.
It was like Waffle Wall Street all over again. It was great. I mean,
Major spoilers for Fateful Findings, but
I found it creepy at times. Like that
What?
thing where he
What
was
was- what?
naked
what?
in the black.
No, that was fine with me.
No, that was creepy. I didn't like that.
I don't know how this sounds to Juve. What do you think?
I've seen clips of the film. I haven't seen it fully, but
Yeah.
I know some
Yeah.
of the parts that you guys are talking about.
I had no issue with it. I thought it was quite nice.
It's still very good.
But I feel like
There are some story elements.
I definitely
that,
like the other one we watched better.
yeah, pass through. I like
That
it
was a
little more.
lot better. I thought it was great. It fit with the title and the whole politics of it. It was great.
Yeah.
Anything else, Josh?
Oh, I watched It Follows.
Isn't that the one with like sex?
Yes.
Got it.
And
It is?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
I've
about
never
the
watched
sex.
yes, I'm happy to report
Sex Follows?
it was very scary.
Ooh.
And I was very
Oh.
scared.
But isn't it because you're terrified of STDs?
You know, maybe that's part of it. But yeah, usually with horror movies, like the sexuality element is like really surface level.
Right.
Just like, oh, these teens are losing their virginity in camp and then they get
They
killed.
all die.
It's just like for no reason, like some reason that's connected in horror. But here in this movie, they're very interconnected, and it's like the story is very well thought out. And it took a lot of turns that I very much respected, and I think made the choices, you know, that the movie took were very interesting.
I've been wanting to watch it.
And yeah, it was.
actually.
There were some moments that were actually very scary, and I was
Interesting.
screaming, and I was like, horror doesn't usually make me feel this way.
Yeah.
Usually, I get very bored in horror movies because I'm not scared.
Yeah, you're the opposite of me. So I don't know if maybe I would like it and not find it scary.
Yeah.
That's what tells me I'll never watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Because it scared you.
And it was so that was another big watch that I had
That's
recently.
good. I mean, I've heard great things, so that's awesome.
Oh, the soundtrack is really good too. Also, it's like a John Carpenter, you know, type, like kind of electronic, you know, music
I
going
kind of
on
want to watch it, but
while you're being hunted down. It's cool.
after Hereditary, I refuse to watch anything that has the word horror or scary on it ever.
And that's totally
Like
understandable.
I refuse to ever go near it.
Well, didn't you watch the other one?
What other one?
Midsommar?
The Midsommar.
I
Yeah.
didn't watch Midsummer.
Oh, I thought
I
you.
watched
You watched
people-
it through people
I watched
watching
it,
it.
people
Okay, yeah.
reacting to it
Right,
with
right.
the blurred and censored on
Oh
top.
gosh.
I'm not watching that movie. I've also seen
Ari
really,
Shafer.
yeah. I've
That's
also
what I'm saying.
okay. I've also really
Yeah.
heard like really good like analysis videos on it. So I'm sure that movie's great. Not going anywhere near it, even if Florence Pugh is in it. Like
Yeah.
no,
And
she's not
that's
worth it.
totally
No one's
totally
worth
understandable. There are some movies that I won't touch too.
Like,
it. Like
There's one that I'm thinking of. It's from the
What is it?
1930s. It's called Freaks,
oh,
and it's about like
freaks.
I don't know if it's appropriate to call them that now, but
Oh,
people who were with like a traveling
no.
circus.
Oh no.
And
No.
I don't. That movie's always been on my radar, but I
No.
don't think I'm
In
ever
the-
gonna
I
watch
don't
it.
think I'd
30s.
want to watch that.
In the 1930s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
about a
exactly
circus?
why.
Well, it's
People?
like people who were famous at the time for different.
Abnormalities.
Yeah. Physical, and just like it's like their story, I guess, of like their day to day.
But that's the scary element is why you don't want to watch it.
No, I think it's the fact that it's like
It
the
makes you
the
uncomfortable.
1930s.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that
I-
it's gonna be like dated in its approach
Yeah,
to
I
that
can see that.
as well, I feel like would make me very uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable talking about it, so I get you, Josh.
I want to watch
I
that.
get it.
Yeah, hey, it's been on my radar for a minute, but I've never taken the plunge, you know.
I can totally
Because
understand watching
I
something like
think it's the type of thing that it humanizes their story, but it's like for instance, like a movie like Elephant Man, for
that. I
instance.
didn't watch that movie.
Like-
I think we watched it, right?
Yeah, you showed it to me. We watched it together.
Yeah.
But it did take an emotional toll on me. You know, I got very invested in his story, and I was like, that was a lot. That was a lot for me. So I don't know if I could do that, and I don't know how Freaks handles their life story either.
I mean,
so.
I watched American Horror Story Freak Show, which is not the same at all. But it did. I mean, it did make me. That was like the one season compared to all the other ones I watched, because I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, where I was genuinely sad the whole time. I was just sad, like the way they were treated, and like, I just didn't like it. So I get it. I get it. Well, Josh, I'm glad you watched those movies. Also, just as a side note, Josh looks like The Rock today, and every time I see him, I laugh.
I'm wearing my turtleneck, and like it's like a dark blue, dark turtleneck, and also my hair is kind of similar to how The Rock had it in that throwback picture.
Yeah, so he
I'm just and I've got
You
the
got the
muscles.
jeans.
Ayo.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, and I'm wearing jeans too.
Of
And
course
he's
you got
wearing
the
jeans.
muscles.
He just needs the fanny pack and the gold chain.
Yeah, that's
Other
what
than
I'm
that,
missing.
it's like he's the
And the
Rock.
steroids. Oh wait, the Rock.
Oh,
never
no,
did
not
steroids.
yet,
No,
not
yeah.
yet, not in that picture.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. Yeah, he was all natty.
That's funny. All right, for me, I'll just go quickly. I didn't watch a lot. I mean, I already mentioned I watched the third, To All the Boys I Loved. It was really cute. I really liked it. Way better than the second one, for sure. And it
Oh,
stayed fairly faithful to the book,
Oh,
which
so
I
you've read the
really
book?
liked. Yeah, I've read the books, and so I knew what was gonna happen. But even then, I was still pleasantly surprised. And
Okay.
of course, Noah Centineo, or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
like he's like the it guy when it comes to nice guys, and he plays a nice guy great. Like he was really good in that movie. He was
Good,
really
good.
sweet. He was really nice. And then I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen any of his movies.
You should watch To All the Boys I Loved. I think
The
that's a
first
good
one?
series. Yeah, you watch the first one. That's a good one. I think
okay.
it's cute. It's a nice movie. And I watched that. I watched Faithful Findings. Haven't really watched more. I did watch The Queen's Gambit. It's not a movie, but it's on Letterboxd, so I can talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, miniseries. I
Yeah,
guess.
it is a miniseries. It was great. I loved it. I highly recommend it. I recommended it to Hube, not Josh.
Okay.
He can try it, but I feel like Hube would like it more. And there's a lot of chess,
Yeah, who was better at chess?
I started it
and it's
on one
good.
night. I watched half of the first episode.
They're
and
very
yeah,
long
I was
episodes.
really liking it.
Yeah,
just stopped
I watched it. I started watching it, and then during the time that I was like, my family was going through something, I needed to like clear, like not focus on school or anything. And I'm like, I can't watch a movie. So I just sat down and I binge watched the whole thing. I just sat down on a Saturday and I watched all of it.
Nice.
It was so good. I really, really liked it. So that's why I haven't really.
What is that on? Is that on Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay.
It's a miniseries. I mean, Anya
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy. I mean, she won the Golden Globe for playing Beth.
Wow.
And she was so good in that movie. Even the guy, oh my gosh, Newt from The Maze
Gingrich?
Runner.
Oh,
From the Maze
wow.
Runner.
You can-
Because he's in that, right? And he was really good in it too. Like everyone was involved in that. It's a really good watch. And I really enjoyed it. And then besides that, I watched Emma again. So I spent a lot of time with Anya.
Which
Oh,
Emma?
cool.
Oh, okay, the new
The
Emma.
2020,
with Anya.
the
Okay.
2020. I rewatched it with Lisette, and that made me realize that I love this movie more than the 2005 Pride and Prejudice. I love it more than Little Women.
That's
I think
a big statement for you.
I love this movie. I think it's so good. I think she's phenomenal as Emma, and I think the adaptation for it is really really good. It it shows the good things of the novel that a lot of people don't like, and she makes Emma, which is known to be one of Jane Austen's least liked characters for obvious reasons, very enjoyable to watch, very funny, but also like you can see her growth, and of course the romance is just great. I
That's
love
sweet.
that movie so much.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice time.
And it was good. I really liked it. And that's all I've watched. I feel like maybe I've watched more, but I can't think of anything else that I've seen. I've been spending a lot of time catching up on like The Bachelor, and
You're not the only one.
and I think that's it. Other than that, I've been audiobooks. I listened to all the Harry Potter. I know this is not like movie, but I
Nerd.
listened to all the Harry Potter
Nerd.
audiobooks. It was great. That's it. That's all I've
Wait,
done.
all of the Harry Potter books?
Yeah, I listened to all of them.
Wow.
I
Isn't that a
finished.
lot?
Yeah, I mean, the longest was Order of the Phoenix. I think that was like 27 hours on audiobook.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Deathly Hallows is like 24 hours.
Oh my god.
It's not that bad. You can listen to it in like a week.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You listen to them in your sleep?
No, like at work. Why am I asleep? Can you imagine? I have like a movie in my head.
Yeah.
You wake up, Expelliarmus!
Oh, you almost had it. You're
It's
so
like
close.
it's so close.
Oh, yeah, I'm not about to say
curses.
witch enchantments here in the podcast. Just kidding.
Totally. All right, and that's it. So yeah, that's all I've done so far. I do want to watch more movies. I'm just taking away for that that semester to end. I'm just like, please let it end.
You're almost there.
I'm
Home
almost
stretch.
there, and then I can go. So Hube, what have you watched? Your one movie that you supposedly only saw.
Right.
Well, it was a few, but it wasn't as many as I've done before. And a lot of them were rewatches.
Oh
Oh,
wait, I watched Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, see, I knew there were more films.
There you go, that movie.
Yeah, what do you think of Top Gun? Let's talk about Top Gun actually first.
away.
Because I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of things about Top Gun.
It's very
Uh-huh.
loving
Yes.
towards
Yeah.
male friendships.
Yes.
Uh,
Normal friendships.
normal. Honestly, I am not a man. I'm not. I'm just a normal, straight woman. That so I can't relate in
But
any way.
You can say it has gay tones.
Sure,
Gay undertones.
but
I mean,
that's the
normal.
thing. I wouldn't know
does.
if it does. I don't know how you guys
Does
act
it, Josh?
privately.
When we're in the locker room together, it looks exactly like Top Gun.
Are you sure about that? Because we were just in the locker room together.
Uh-huh. And you were in a towel
it
that was
didn't look-
falling off, and I was hunched over you.
You know what? That's true.
The thing is, they get in Top Gun. Okay, when you're filming a conversation, sometimes you need to put people in like awkward positions so that it looks better for the camera. But like, they got really close to each other's faces,
But I think that's normal.
and there's moments where it was
right?
like Val Kilmer was like chomping at Tom Cruise. That was a little much.
It wasn't chomping. It was a bite.
He went.
It was like bite.
Yeah.
And like his face, which, man, they're bros, right? They're enemies. I don't know. Then there's like a scene of them playing volleyball on the beach,
and they're
half
like,
naked.
Right, that's the thing. Like, here's the thing. If you're gay, you're gay. But the movie is supposed to be manly, and these are like jet fighter planes
It's a very
and like
bro-ish movie, but the bros in the movie are like more like lovers. And
No,
I'm not gonna
he's
lie.
straight. He hooked up with the teacher. Every guy's fantasy.
Okay, I think that was my problem with it. One, I don't like Tom Cruise. I never have. I only like him in one movie, which is Rock of Ages the musical.
so
okay,
random.
that's a very
That is so
random.
random.
But it's because he doesn't look like himself. He's wearing eyeliner. He has the long hair.
God.
I don't know.
his
I don't
shirt's
know.
off the whole time.
Yes, it's really weird. Okay. But in this one, I just don't like Tom Cruise. I don't know. I never liked him.
But he had his shirt off in this one, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he did.
But I
Isn't
could
he-
see his face. Okay, so it bothered me.
Isn't he shirtless in all the dogfights?
No, he's wearing his helmet and whatever too. But there's a lot of moments where he's just like he's at some lady's house, and he just takes off his shirt, and it's like, unnecessary, totally unnecessary. Flag on the play. You know, this is just. It was
it's a
little
very
much.
bro movie for sure, but like I feel like.
Was he standing on any step stools in any of the scenes?
We all talked about that.
Yes. You're so right. There's a moment where there's like an army general, the one who sends him to summer camp or whatever to learn about more fighter jets or whatever. In the beginning of the movie, runs up to Tom Cruise and looks up at him, like is under his chin, looking up at him. And I'm like, how short is that guy that he's looking up straight up like at a skyscraper up to Tom Cruise?
I can't even see it.
It was enjoyable.
That was right at the beginning
we
of the
watched
movie.
it like
Yeah,
in a
oh,
group,
yeah.
so it was
It was
enjoyable for sure. And I think my favorite thing was the music. The music is iconic, which makes me uncomfortable because now I've related to Top
Good,
Gun.
as you should.
Nice.
And also the romance was not something I liked. I do look forward to the new one though. I really want to watch the new one.
I wonder if the new one has any of the same undertones or if it's
Yeah,
more
I'm
serious.
I don't know. Miles
interested in how they're
Teller's
gonna
in
do
it,
that.
and you guys know he took a long break from acting.
Yeah.
I love him, so I'm looking forward to that. I think he's a very underrated actor,
Mm-hmm.
but also I feel like I've heard that he's like I've seen people talk about how maybe like he took a break because he needed to like chill. So I'm looking forward for it, like to see him act again. Also, like I did see like the character that he plays, so I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna play out. So yeah, I did watch Top Gun. I mean, it was fine, I guess. Am I glad I watched it?
Yes.
Sure. Would I have watched it
It's a classic.
otherwise?
Yes.
I mean, I think I would have been fine if I hadn't
you
seen
recommend
it.
it to me.
Yes. Yes, I do. I think you should.
We'll watch it
could've-
next time we're in the locker
It would
room.
have been great.
Okay.
To see it in like
the
all
showers.
the bros together would have been hilarious to watch. I think it would have been really funny. Because then everybody would be like, wait. Because then you guys would all relate to that's how all men act.
Yeah, that's how normal guys are.
I think I'm going to believe that's how men act now. Forever.
Yeah.
Straight men. At least.
Oh, yeah.
Only in the 90s, though.
Oh, I think that was
80s.
80s.
Is that
yeah.
80s?
It was in the 80s.
Oh, darn.
Sorry to cut you off
No, you
again.
didn't cut
Before
me
you
off.
get to your movie,
It's not a huge thing. It's not even.
I need to issue some corrections
Oh,
of things that I've said in past podcasts that I need to set straight. It's just quick, super quick.
what corrections? Everything you say
So no,
is 100%.
I've made some
foolproof.
serious lapses in judgment.
Okay.
One of them is I've watched a lot of the series Avatar, and I would like to rescind a lot of my praise, if not all of it, for the movie. I'd like
For
to
the
make,
movie. The
make
last
that-
Airbender movie.
Yeah, the last Airbender,
Okay.
the Shyamalan film. I would like to take back everything I said in that podcast.
We should do like an updated episode of you going through like, you know what?
Rewatching it, we do another episode.
I don't remember you really praising it.
No.
I was very
I
kind
rewatched
to
it.
it.
I re-listened to it the other
very
day.
kind to it.
He was very like, it wasn't that bad.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this. He called Appa
And this-
ugly.
After
Yeah,
you've watched the show.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you feel
I
this
feel
way.
my childhood has been trampled on and assaulted and violated.
Your childhood,
You
when you
just
never
watched
even watched it in your childhood.
The childhood in me, okay,
Okay.
the childhood spirit,
in you.
the childlike wonder.
I
has
thought
been
about that.
destroyed.
We should totally do an episode where we just go back and you retract everything you said.
The other thing I want to say was I mentioned Eon Flux in the last episode. The movie I was thinking of was Ultraviolet, not
Oh,
Eon
not
Flux.
Aeon Flux.
Ultraviolet is the one that has the crazy motorcycle scene going up the skyscraper.
That sounds more familiar.
Yes.
That movie you mentioned, what is that about?
Eon Flux or Ultraviolet?
No,
Honestly, they're pretty
Aeon
much the
Flux.
same movie. Oh, Eon Flux is like, I think it's based on a comic book where
Who's in it?
Charlize
Charlize
Theron.
Theron.
Yeah, she has
In
black hair.
both?
No. Oh, I think it's Mila Jovovich in Ultraviolet. Maybe
Alright.
I could very well
Probably.
be messing that up. But
Okay. I don't know why I'm asking. I'm not going to watch them.
I might watch it at some point
Okay.
because the CG was groundbreaking.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she was also on a hot streak for a minute. But that
Oh, that lady.
that movie has some
She's from
insane.
Underworld.
Yeah. She's better known for her work with Resident Evil. But
Yeah,
it has insane CGI.
Insane.
I need to emphasize that.
Insane.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Like next level, like transcendent.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
they were
Like
100 years in the future.
She eats Michael Bay for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Michael Bay is an ant compared to
Okay, now I kind of want to watch
Ultraviolet.
it
Yeah.
and then watch like Michael Bay right after
Yeah.
and see what happens.
All the
As a
Michael Bay
palate
films.
cleanser.
As a
Something something easy, something light and breezy too. Yeah.
The fourth Transformers.
Oh my
I
god.
should watch that.
Oh gosh.
Is it the fourth one?
I
Or
don't
is it the
remember.
fifth
The
one?
longest one they have is the
The
fourth
one with
one,
the
right?
dinosaurs?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Dino
I think
Transformers?
Age of Extinction I think is the fourth one, but I've
Age
messed
of
up the order
Extinction.
before, so honestly.
I still think of the ride. That's my favorite ride at Universal.
It was a really good ride.
It's
Yeah.
really fun.
Anyway, so Hube, what movies have you
So my
watched?
movies, this is gonna be such a letdown, a downer.
No, this whole
After I go
episode has been
through my-
building up to
Yeah,
You.
I went to go to my
You.
movies, and I'm like, oh, I saw Barbie.
You watched the Barbie movie?
No, I didn't.
Aw, I
That was-
got excited.
I'm sorry.
Those were great films.
So
Films, yes. I
the
said
closest thing
films.
to Barbie I did watch was Deadpool.
Oh.
That's
The
even
first
close.
one?
Yeah, the first one.
That's a good one.
So just rewatches. I saw some of these were I saw on my honeymoon, just showing my wife.
Sweet.
Wanted.
Oh, really?
fun
Where
watch.
they curve the bullet, right?
Yeah. Nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
I saw.
Dang it.
What
Lock-
happened?
Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's okay.
Sorry
Go.
about Hamilton.
It's
What
okay.
happened with Hamilton?
The song goes
Nothing.
non-stop.
Oh,
And then
I'm
it's
not throwing away my shot.
No.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
one.
kind of, yeah. Sorry, nonstop. And then what else?
He's
saw
like-
Die Hard.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
girls saw
Oh.
Die Hard for the bachelor party my brother threw me.
I have yet to watch that movie. I fell asleep last time.
I saw really for watching Die Hard.
I was watching it. I fell asleep. I was on the couch. It was late. You know me. I'm grandma.
Mhm. Say
It's a
less.
fun watch. Die Hard is great. I saw Lockout. It's a
Lockout.
Guy Pearce. Yeah, it's a fun. It's fun.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
like anything amazing, but it's like a good like. You're washing your dishes. You can put it in the background. or
Gotcha.
something, Yeah.
Mm.
The same goes for this Korean film called Space Sweepers.
Ooh.
If you wanna, it's a throwaway CGI fest movie, but it's a lot of fun if you like Korean actors doing
It's
crazy things.
action?
And it's action, sci-fi, space adventures.
Wow,
and
that sounds interesting.
Crazy powers type science. What else can I throw in there?
Wow,
Korean
okay.
talking,
Ah,
many different
That
cultures
sounds like
coming
Josh
together.
would love to watch.
this sounds like a movie made
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I recommend it. It's fun.
Hmm.
It's not anything out of this world, no pun intended, but
Ah.
it's definitely a fun watch.
All right.
And It Man.
Oh, okay, the first one.
Yeah, It Man, the first one. Yeah, great film. If you
Yeah.
ever
Oh
wanna
yeah, it
watch
really holds up.
Great martial arts film, It Man for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Honey, One Chance to Dance.
Hold on, we're getting our dance movies mixed up.
Number 1 Chance, number 2 Dance.
What was it? Honey 4 got 10.
10.
I've got to say, with the Honey movies, like the dance movie genre is very, very tired and broken and overdone by like 2006 or 7. It was already like a dead genre in my eyes. So for them to make a third sequel to this movie from the 2000s, they run through a lot of the same
what I
like
meant by the wait. There's a second and the third.
yes.
Yeah, and the fourth.
And
This is the fourth one.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
Honey one's the fourth one. But
Yeah.
after 2006, all the other Step Up movies came out, didn't they? There's like a bunch of Step Up movies.
I
Yeah.
love those movies.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like, those were hyped up. Like,
Because they were good. Step one is good, okay?
Yeah, yeah. But then it's like after like we've seen that story before. You know?
Yeah.
So then they do the sequel and it's like the same thing. And then the second sequel is the same thing. And then the third sequel is the same thing. It's like, okay. And then you're 20 years
Yeah.
later and it's just like a different,
And
a
it's Fast and
different
Furious
star
9.
and that's it. Hey, fair
in
point.
space.
Yeah, yeah.
It is
The
very
The thing
much.
is,
It's very
the
much
dance
same.
genre hasn't. What's the next step?
More
I
dancing.
I can't think of.
Dancing is an art, Josh.
Dancing in space.
They haven't done that in Honey 4. I didn't see a lot of that.
Maybe they'll do a Step Up 7 in space.
I would love to see that. Honestly, I would be all over it.
They're gonna moonwalk.
People
On the
send me.
moon.
That's good. That's really good. Send me recommendations of like dance movies that defy the genre, because I would love that.
There's
I
a
would love to see
movie that I watched.
I mean, I don't know, Black Swan maybe?
Black Swan is freaking great. It's so good. There's a movie that I watched that the trailer is in the Black Swan DVD. It's about based on
nice.
like a true story about this man who's a ballerina or women. I don't know the proper term for a male
It's,
ballet dancer.
Ballerina.
I don't think that's right. Anyway, and he is from Asia, and how he becomes so well known and comes to America, and then his struggles with the fact that he's Asian. This is set back in history too, so it's like, but he's like a phenomenal dancer, and it's a beautiful dancer. Maybe not the same, but it's about dance.
Okay.
Happy Feet. That's about dance.
That's
Is
true.
Bring It On considered a dance movie?
Yeah, and I would also
Yes.
say
That was
You've got served.
Yeah.
I have that movie
I would
too.
put You Got Served into like the
Stump the Yard.
Stump the Yard and You Got Served. I would clump them into the Honey 2, Honey 3.
Yeah.
Then there's like Stump
Step
the
Up.
Yard too.
I don't know. It's all kind of like mixing up in my head like sludge.
I'm trying to
know?
think more. There has to be more dance movies.
There are. We just can't think of them.
Exactly.
And we're
That's
in
the
the middle
problem.
of recording.
Yeah,
We
we're
No,
recorded
it's
for
not.
this.
It's not because we're in the middle of recording. It's because they're all the same.
They're not memorable enough.
Right.
There has to be one though.
I guess
There has to be one.
Black Swan is the only one that I'm like.
Karate Kid.
Barbie Swan Lake.
Barbie Swan, like you got it.
All the Barbie
I never thought of
movies,
that.
all the Barbies have the original Barbie movies have dancing in them. They're like ballets and ballerinas.
I've heard that they hold
I
up
have
pretty
them
well.
all. They're so good.
Yeah.
We should one of these days. We should do a podcast on all the Barbie movies. For me,
Okay.
because I love them.
Swan Lake is the best one. Footloose.
Oh, really?
Footloose.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
asking.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
I did watch that recently.
Oh, I
It's
thought I
extremely
don't know why I
sexual.
thought you went back to your list of things you watched lately. I was like, wow.
No.
Okay.
Dirty
No, I'm trying to
Dancing's
think of like
holds
movies
up.
that
It's
are
great.
like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
can be considered good dancing movies.
Dirty Dancing's good. Very
What
sexual.
about like Chicago?
Huh.
That's a musical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Do
it is a
musicals
musical.
count then?
Right. So like
right.
That's not.
Moulin
It's not
Rouge
the
or
same.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Burlesque.
La La Land would be considered.
La La
it.
Land. Is that a dance
Oh, there's
movie?
not that much dancing in La La Land.
But there's a. I mean, there's still choreographed.
Flashdance. Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, we're going back in time. By the way, we're going further back in time
I am
instead of
kinda
forward in time.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think more recent.
Even further back in time, The Red Shoes.
Way further back in time. Oh my god.
I need to watch The Red Shoes.
Wait, I'm trying to think of like recent dance. Oh, I watched the movie Leap. It's like an animated movie about ballet.
that movie
bunny?
bothers me.
Is it a bunny in that one, or am
No,
I?
it's like a little girl that leaps because she wants to be a
Yeah.
ballerina. It's really
that,
cute.
That movie bothers me.
It's
Why does
It
cute.
bothers me
bother
the
you?
same way The Good Dinosaur bothers me. The animation, there's something off about it that it just bothers me.
Huh.
I
Like,
watched it
it's
with
Uncanny Valley for
a
me.
little kid,
Oh.
and they loved it. So
Okay.
I have a nice memory attached.
What is
to
what
They
is
go
the
to
rabbit
Paris, right?
movie?
I think so. They live in France or something.
Right, they live in France, but then they go to Paris. That's
Yeah,
where she can...
and then the little boy helps build the Eiffel Tower.
I'm thinking of
Uh-huh.
Hop. I'm thinking of the Easter movie.
Oh no,
Hop?
Hop with
Hop.
what's that guy's name? Isn't that guy from Sonic in that movie?
Yes, the guy.
Oh,
not Sonic.
Hairspray. No, that's a musical.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean,
Guys-
you dance a lot in
that's a
Guys,
Hairspray,
musical.
though.
get in the comments, guys. Get in our DMs. All right. What's the best recent dance movie that defies the genre? That's something
That's a
that
good.
That's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
great.
That's good.
We're gonna have
Because-
great comments.
Yeah, because that's something that I'm here for it, you know.
Okay, that's good.
Honey 4 is not that movie.
How did we end up talking about all these dance stuff? Anyway, I think we're pretty much set. I mean, I feel we caught up with what we watched. It was a nice little refresher of how to do this, because I kind of forgot how to start it.
You're a little rusty.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to join us. Also, guys, we are finally on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, Google Podcasts. Like, so you don't have
YouTube,
the excuse
Instagram.
of, oh, I can't listen because it's on YouTube. Well, you can lock your phone now.
Yep, exactly.
You can listen as you
Listen
drive.
while you work out. Listen while you shower.
Exactly, while you're sitting on the toilet. We don't mind.
Sit
We're
on the
there
toilet.
with you.
Put us on only on the toilet.
That's okay too. We just want to share our love of movies, and we hope you listen. So make sure to follow us, find us on wherever you find your podcast. You know, look us up, Movie Amigos Podcast. We're on Instagram, on YouTube. There's some great clips on there as well that Josh does amazingly
Fantastic
on.
clips. Love the clips.
I have a ball making them.
So yeah, make sure to like find us there, guys. You know, if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. Tell us what you like, and if you hate us, you know, that's okay. We respect your opinion. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, for sticking around with us, and we look forward to recording more awesome videos and record videos. Record episodes, that's what I mean. Of some great films and discussions, hopefully maybe some movie games.
Maybe
who knows?
some dance movies.
Some dance movie reviews of greatness, like Step Up 4. I don't know if there is a Step Up 4. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and yeah, have a amazing, fantastic day. Have a God bless you, and I hope that you have a happy time, relaxing time.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
What am I doing? Oh no, it is recording. Ooh. Sound like a little pigeon.
Like an owl, yeah.